Hi, this is Chris Cole of Sweet Valley Hives. In this video, we're going to take a quick look at the Warre Roof. We're going to look at why it's designed the way it is, and we're going to look at some of what we've done here at Sweet Valley Hives to make it just a little bit better. So the Warre Roof was designed as, actually it's kind of a two-tiered design, specifically to help regulate temperature within the hive. The bottom portion, or this kind of square cavity here, this is what sits on top of your hive. It technically rests right on top of the quilt box, and it's the top of your hive. The roof tops, if you will, the actual roof sits away from the bottom box. So there's a compartment of air in here and a center spine that joins the two but leaves kind of an opening right here. This is all for ventilation. The purpose behind the Warre Roof design was to keep the direct heat off of direct contact with the top bars or the top of the hive. Now in the Warre you also have that quilt box, so that's additional insulation. But it was intentionally designed to allow air movement in between the portion that sits on the hive and the part that is actually catching the sun's rays. So there is a little bit of a design logic behind this roof. At Sweet Valley Hives, what we've done is we've taken the roof, and like all the components in our Warre Hive, we make it out of 1-inch thick Western red cedar. There are 28 stainless steel screws in this roof component to keep it as stable as possible. And if you were to take a close look at the heads of the screws here, you would notice that we use what's called converging and diverging screw technology. So our screws just don't all go in on 4 parallel planes. Each one of these 4 screws, they converge and diverge from each other to give you multiple planes of strength when the screws are fully sunk in. This top spine that sits on top of the Warre Roof, now you're going to see a lot of people just use a regular square or rectangular shaped spine, and we used to as well. The problem is when you have an angled roof sitting on a square spine, you have one very small point of contact, and there's not a lot of good grip there. So what we've done is we've taken and made somewhat of a keystone cut right in here, and we cinched that down in to give us basically 2 planes of glue surface. So when we put that on, there's a much stronger glue joint. And this is where we don't use stainless steel. We just tack that in place. Now, as you're looking at this roof, this is one other portion of Sweet Valley Hives where we make it a little bit different. We will personalize your hive by inscribing whatever it is you may want on the front of your roof. If you keep it within good taste, we'll inscribe it on and make your hive your own and make it apart from everybody else's hives. And that's it. Not a whole lot to talk about with the Warre Roof, but there is a design rationale we wanted you to be aware of, and we wanted you to be aware of the fact that you can get this hive personalized here at Sweet Valley Hives. Check us out, Sweet Valley Hives, on Facebook or at sweetvalleyhives.com on our website. I'm Chris Cole. Thanks for listening.